Awesome. I think I had to break away because I had to get it onto to live streaming. Rod asked me to do live streaming, so I had to break away from the presentation. So let me get back to the presentation. Are you guys still seeing the screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And so the other, these are just some examples, Rod. You could talk to these.
Got you. Yeah, exactly. I was saying earlier with the four different options where you have the compose messages, the contacts, and the teleconference. It's very simple to use. All right, it's pretty it's pretty straightforward as all it is reading and clicking. All right, I love it. I love it. I love the setup, and it's very easy to use. As you can see there, for example, the second screenshot there. Once the email is blue and has a yellow, that means it haven't been viewed as yet. All right, so you click on it and then it'll turn to the neutral color. So just a little hint out there if you haven't used BMP yet.
And I think there's here are a couple more. Go ahead.
Right. So that's basically the slide on the left showing the contacts, right? Showing a list of contacts. And another thing I like about that too is you could actually create groups. You could actually create groups within BMP. You see how on the second slide it says compose message, and you see how it selected all those individual IBOs. You could also a shortcut instead of having to select them individually, you could create a group and put all of them. Once you select that group name, everyone is automatically selected, and you could be able to send BMPs much faster. All right. If you want to get into detail with that, you could always walk through it or check your upline, your own upline.
And two more.
All right. Trying to see these a little clearer. It's a little hard to see these ones. Well, the first I can't see it too clearly. I see new call
Okay.
up top.
All right. So the one on the left hand is where you're setting up a new call, teleconference call, and then you have settings where you could set up what sort of notifications and how to sort your contacts, first name or last name, and contact display, and the location of your call. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. And then this one here, I don't know if you could see it, but this is the desktop version of BMP.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, all the options right there.
I want you guys to give Roderick a big hand because he hasn't seen these slides in a long time, and he went through it like he made the slides, you know.
Absolutely.
All right, and so now we're gonna go. Before I go to BWW Television, Rada's asked me to get the link for the YouTube thingy, and so let me get that. This is it here. Where should I send it, Rad?
Group me.
What?
Text. You can text it to me.
What? Group me? You want me to do this? Group me to the enemy.
Or you can text it or email it. Either one works.
Yeah, hold on. You guys stand by. The reason why Rod is asked is because some people want to join, and so they want to view it. So I sent it to you in flipping group me.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, that's the last time. Okay.
All right, I got it now.
Has everybody seen my screen?
No, I can't see your screen.
All right, hold on. We got to get back on track.
I can see it now.
Okay, so this is BWW TV. And who's doing BWW TV? Is that Rod?
Yep, I'm ready.
Okay, take it away. You got it. Let me get these slides up.
All right, perfect.
Start with what is BWW TV first. Remember, I still got to update the slides.
Okay, no problem. So Rodney Wilson here, sponsored in the business by Tapir Maroney, up to Celie Wilson, way to the world, up to Kenneth Drayton and
What?
Anthony
What?
Gonzalez, and up to our Mega Sapphires going Mega Emerald and Diamond and beyond. Kamta Nadi Prasad. All right, so, and of course our Diamond Sanjeev and Shauna Sahai. So I'm here to present today a very critical portion of the tech tools, which is the BWWTV. So what exactly is BWWTV? It's exactly what, like the name, it's BWW on TV. But the way they do it is in an online format. So I know all of us might be familiar with YouTube, how we watch videos on YouTube. So BWWTV is our YouTube. So what I mean by that is we get teachings and training from the diamonds and emeralds and beyond in the business through this amazing tool. And the reason that I believe one of the reasons I believe BWWTV is awesome because it gives you a visual representation of streaming, which is going to be talked about later, right? So that's pretty much what is BWWTV. Now I'm gonna get into the reasons why you should get on BWWTV. So Kenneth put together so nicely here 7 of the top reasons of why you should get on BWWTV. Now, not later, now. All right. So the first one, and very critical, is to get motivated by diamonds and emeralds. Because a lot of times we're at the functions and we get super hype and we're ready to go diamond like now, right? But when you get home after the function, maybe later in the week or the week after the function, that motivation could go down a bit. So a good way to keep that motivation is to actually watch, pull up one of your favorite speakers or any speaker. All of the speakers are great. So pull up one of those speakers and get a teaching or get some motivation that you might need to push your business forward. All right. And number 2, so it allows us to watch how to build a business. So you get a lot of training on mechanics of the 4 basics. Um, you get a lot of things about dealing with people, different personalities. So it's a number of different things about a number of different aspects of how to build your business on BWWTV that could help you along the way. All right. Also, number 3, featured on BWWTV is the latest product videos. So you get to be in the know of what the company is releasing, the latest products, and how you could use this not just for yourself, for your customer base, or if you just want to recommend something to a family member or friend. Of course, nice retail volume there as well. So keeping in the know with the latest product videos is a great thing. Number 4, so you get to experience the lifestyle videos of the diamonds, right? Um, when for those that have been to a function, before the diamonds come on stage, they actually show their lifestyle video, and it's not necessarily to show off. It's more so proof that the business works. So it's a really good tool that you could use to show prospects, to let them know that, hey, this person is doing exceptionally well in the business, and this is what the business has afforded them, right? So again, it's not to show off, it's just like proof that the business works. And also what the lifestyle videos allows us to do is to connect that prospect to that person. So for instance, if somebody loves, I don't know, surfing, you might want to show them a Tony Papalato lifestyle video, or if somebody is a Gen Y, maybe a Dennis and Daniel Nafti, or if somebody is an engineer, you might want to show them a Sugit or a Sanjeev Sahai, or somebody's a doctor, so we have a lot of different professions in the business that you could actually leverage the videos to connect to that prospect. All right. So number 5 is you can get promotional event videos for your team. So what this means is the function videos. So BWW TV, every time a function has come out way in advance, they create a video for the function for promotion purposes, right? So you could send that out to your team. You could also personally use it with prospects in order to give them a preview of what's to come at the function. All right. So promotional videos are very, very awesome to use to grow your business as well and to get people to a function. All right. So number 6 is you can use it personally to expand your dream with the lifestyle videos. So, you might be sitting down doubting the business, or you might not know what you could have in the business. But by seeing what other folks have in the business, you could be like, I want to do this in my house. I want to drive that particular car, or I just want to be free, like those individuals in the video. So definitely it's a good thing to use those lifestyle videos personally to expand your dream and to build yourself up so that you can have those things as well. And number 7, of course, one of the main things we're all shooting for is to become core IBOs and to go Eagle, Platinum, and beyond. So without BWW TV and the technology bundle, you can't go core, which means you can't go Eagle, which means it's going to be very, very tough to go platinum. So it's highly, highly recommended that you get on the tech tools immediately to get your Eagle ship going and to get your platinum ship going. So how to get it? You could actually subscribe on bww.com. Like I said, don't delay, get on it now. And a video a day keeps the negative away. So let's go into how it looks and how it operates. I believe this is the mobile version of it.
Yeah, Android.
Android. Okay. So, okay, this is how it would come up on your phone. So you have a few tabs. You have a home section, which shows the most recent videos. You could browse by specific categories. So you could browse, like I was talking about, if you want to look at lifestyle, you could just click on lifestyle. And you have 123 to choose from, right? It's probably even more now.
Yeah.
Um, Also, you could search for your favorite video or favorite aspect of the business that you might want to work on. You could use the search bar and say type in contacting, and you get a load of videos on contacting from emeralds and above. All right, and also the settings. So I know this one I have automatic to. I think I have mine on auto, so that it automatically chooses the quality based on my connection speed, which you can do as you wish in terms of that video quality. So it's based on your data. Don't go using up all your data streaming these videos now. So make sure you check that option, the settings option. All right. So that was it on the phone. So now this is the desktop version of how it would look on your computer, PC, or your Mac, or whatever have you. All right. So uh, you have a lot of different tabs there as well. Like you have it from new to products.
Oops. Okay. That's it.
That's fine. So it's pretty much the same as the mobile, but it just looks different. So you have the new videos that it defaults to the new videos. But if you want, you could go to products, lifestyle, foreign language, etc. And you also have a search bar to the right. So if you wanted to type in inviting or show the plan, you could type it in that box and hit the magnifying glass. Just click on that, and the videos will come right up and display what you need. So I highly, highly recommend BWW TV. It's recommended to watch about a video a day and get with your upline and or your who you're working with to see exactly how to get on this amazing, amazing tool and use it to grow your business as fast as possible. All right, back to the host.
Um.
Hey, yeah, yeah.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Okay, who wants to do IBO web space? I don't think we had anybody assigned to it. All right. Well, I will do IBO web space. I was trying not to do anything. IBO web space. What is IBO web space? BWW web space. Sorry, we used to call it IBO web space. Now it's BWW web space. Basically, it is a tool that allows you to have an online presence for showing the business plan. So say that you have an aunt in California and she needs to see the plan, then you could get them in front of a computer and have them see the online plan. And there are different types of online plans, and hopefully I have notes in here that go through that, you know. And so basically, you know, it's a tool that allows you. Camter Najo tell us, if the person is local, do not send them the web space, because it's going to be your URL. For instance, ours is shakaworldwide.com. So if you go to shakaworldwide.com, it will allow you to see the online business plan. It's about 10 minutes long. You can set it up to have a napkin plan or a dream intro. Okay, so why do you need it? You need it to share the plan online globally in 5 different languages. I think that's English, Spanish, Chinese, Korean, and Russian. Okay, so that covers a lot of people. Okay, probably like 80% of the world or whatever in terms of linguistically, and it allows you to customize which plan to use. There is a Gen Y plan. There's also the latest one is one that has both the young and old people in it, and then there's another one that it's a slideshow, and then there's another one slideshow without audio, and I think they've added a few more. I don't mess around with that a lot. I just do the generic one that has the old and the young people in it, because that covers everyone. Okay, and then it allows you to use it as a filter, because I always know who is really interested in the plan. After you show them the plan, what I do is I give them I email them, and I also give them my SDP card, and I say, hey, go ahead and go online and look at the formal presentation of what I just showed you. Okay, and I will know whether or not you're serious, because it's going to prompt me and let me know that you've watched it. And almost 90% of the time, the people who actually go and take a look at it, because when they do look at it, it asks you for your user ID, your name, your phone number, and your email. That's the only, it's password protected, because you just don't want anybody getting in there. Okay, and so when they do take a look at it, that'll prompt you with an email telling you, hey, somebody just looked at it. The person's name is this is their number, and that's their phone number and email. And it also sends them an email at the end of it, sort of like a follow-up email saying, you know, if you need to know more, you get to set that up, okay? And so when they've looked at it, it sends an email customized that you can send back to them, saying if you need more information or here are some links and whatnot. So anyway, after I've showed the plan, like Lou and I had a plan today, and I gave the young lady one of my SDP cards, and if in the next day or two she's looked at it, we know she's excited, you know, and we know that's somebody that we can work with. If they never ever look at it, then in most cases, not all, but in most cases, that person needs more information. They probably need to come and take a second look at our open meeting. Okay, so it checks to see how serious they are, and it's truly and if you say that if you're telling people that you have an online business, you should be able to have your you know, your own URL and your presentation, you know, and all of that online. So this sort of reinforces the fact that you do have an online business, which you do. Okay, and inside the web space, it also allows you to find out where the nearest open meeting is. It's not the only place. You could do that on bww.com, but if you're just on your phone alone, you could look that up quickly. Again, if you're at the if you're showing somebody the business plan on the phone, you know, or overseas or whatnot, in the North American Don't use this plan for Europe or for South America or Africa or Asia. This is for the North America market, okay? And there's also a place inside there, and we show you some of these screens that show you like you can keep a database of all your prospects. You know, it's optional. You know, so I just met Joe, so I can put Joe's name in there, his contact information, and put some notes. And obviously, we have the new Eagle plan that's coming out. This one shows the old Eagle plan. It's effective February the 1st. And one to go Eagle, you gotta have 6 legs that have PV checks coming in, and also on standing order. Okay, and this is gonna be one of the tech tools. Now I'm not I haven't seen the details on all of the tech tools requirements, but we'll get them soon. So to get it, you want to go to bww.com. We'll cover those slides a little bit later, and get it as soon as possible. Okay, because you really need it. You know, it's because everybody, regardless of where you live, you have people who are not located where you are, and before sending them to the open meeting, you want to customize their needs and align it with what we have to offer. And this is a tool that allows you to do that online, and it doesn't take long to do. It's very professionally put together. Okay, and it allows you to qualify your prospects, you know, because if they don't take a look at this, and by the way, never send the person the link. Don't just send them the link, because if you send me a link, it'll take days, maybe weeks before I look at it. What you want to do is to say, 4 o'clock. When we meet at 4 o'clock, could you be in front of your computer? And that's when you give them your IBO BWW web space, and then go through it with them. If they have any questions, just pause it and and ask me the question, you know, and we could have discussions. And also, in some people have a low bandwidth on their Wi-Fi or internet, or they might be looking through it on the phone. So what you would want to do is to have them load it up and let it buffer. And while it's buffering, that's when you can go through their dreams, okay, and talk about what it is they would do with an extra $3,000. And once it's buffered, okay, then they could watch the whole thing. Or if it gets stuck, at that point you could look at them and say, does it make sense so far? You know, let me ask you a few questions why it's buffering. You know, how ambitious are you, and you know, and questions like that. Okay, so this is how it looks on Android. This changes all the time. I think they've added another one. You could get the slideshow, or you can get the Gen Y, or you can get the e-commerce overview. The Gen Y is the young folks, and the e-commerce overview has both the old and the young folks in there. And then you can get the planned video presentation. I think that's the slideshow with video in it. Again, I just use the e-commerce overview. That's what I do. And then so those are my favorites. The pane on the left hand side, those are my favorites. Those are the ones I have downloaded to my phone, so I can show it. I can show it while standing up in front of somebody or on my iPad. So I don't need Wi-Fi or cellular connection. The whole library has the napkin plan, the e-commerce overview, the dream video. Okay, that's the one that comes before the introduction videos. You can get either a napkin plan, the e-commerce overview, or the dream video. Okay, so before they see the major plan, this is what shows up. Okay, and then the actual presentation is can be the slideshow, the Gen Y video, or the plan video. So the plan video is the one that I use, because that has both the young and old, and the Gen Y has the young people alone, and the slideshow. I thought they had the slideshow with and without audio, but then you have the slideshow. Okay, so when you're first beginning to show the plan, you could use the plan video, the Gen Y, or the slideshow. Nadia actually recommends that. Okay, that you use that. All right, and then the calendar. You can, if you actually go into the calendar, it will show you some of the conferences and seminars and things that are coming up. You know, it's a better view. You see those little white dots under the 22 and the 29? That means for October 2016, there were events, BWW events that were coming up. And this here is the prospect database that you could actually use. So you put the person's name in, email, phone number, next action, you know. You could put a date or some notes inside there and save it. It's very useful, you know. And here's an example of when in Florida, you know, when is the next open meeting? Okay, it's going to be in Jacksonville, you know, and they have some in Tampa and whatnot. So it lists all of that, okay. And then the settings, you can set the video quality, like Rod said, you know, doing it on auto might be good, or if you know you have a low plan, you know, I mean, not a lot of 3 minutes, you know, just put it on low, okay. And your contact information, when they see the video and it gets sent to you, this is where you put in what email address that you're using. And they have it for the video, is it English and Spanish in this version. I saw another version, I think it's the desktop version that has more languages, okay. And so this is what mine looks like. So on my card, it says shakaworldwide.com. When you go to shakaworldwide.com, by the way, the Shah is for Sharif, that's our son's name, and Ayoka, that's her name, and then Shaka is also sharing and caring, and then Shaka, as we know, is a big he was a warrior, you know. So those are the 3 reasons why we chose Shaka Worldwide. Okay, it's also the name of an airport, by the way. And so you can go to the business options. This is the desktop version, okay. And when you click here, it actually, when you come to this screen, it's going to give you that dream video, that overview. And then once you finish there, you click here. That's when it goes into the actual video and asks for your email, the prospect's email and phone number and name and whatnot. And then the video actually takes like about 10-12 minutes. Okay, and then once it finishes, then you could also attach testimonies. So you have Wayne Callender and Kumar and Charlie Doso and, you know, some of the big EDCs and double diamonds and some diamonds, you know, give actual testimonies. I think I have mine set up for Wayne Callender because that's more relatable to most of the people that I'm talking to. Okay, and so that's BWW IBO. I keep saying IBO, BWW web space. Okay, so on to Jonathan. Jonathan is going to talk about BSM streaming.
Oh yeah, so hey everybody, Jonathan Smith, proudly sponsored by Sue Wilson, to Killer Drayton and Andrew Gonzalez, to our awesome Sapphires going Emerald, and definitely Diamond in a big way, Company 90%. So today I have the pleasure of talking about streaming. So what is streaming? Basically, streaming is the electronic version of CDs and CDs that we get for to get talked about. So, for instance, before streaming came out, we used to get CDs to where we could listen to all the different diamonds, emerald, motivational speakers on various topics, so about contacting, just being motivated, leadership, women's leadership, lots of different topics. So streaming is the electronic version to where we can listen to it anywhere. BWW is very adaptive to give the tools to utilize at any time, anywhere. As you can clearly see with BNP and Red Space and at BWW TV. So, but yeah, so streaming is a big part of keeping that business mindset and keeping your positive mindset as well. So, So pretty much 7 reasons why we use streaming. Of course, one, like I said, we learn by listening to different diamonds, and pretty much never miss a speaker's speak. So a lot of the times, diamonds and emerald crowns like Paul and Leslie, Rocky Covington, Cheryl Angelique Kumar, Dr. Latagala, all of them. Basically, we're not able to hear all their speakers because sometimes they are at different conferences or different events to where all around the world. So streaming, like I said, BWW is highly adapted to bring all the talks to right there on your phone or on your laptop. So streaming allows you to listen to the speakers that you may have missed. So, for instance, some people didn't make the winter conference. You know, soon after a couple of months, they'll put those whatever streams that make it or whatever speeches that make it streaming onto BSM. So yeah, it's a great way to keep up to date on speaking and have everybody in the universal mindset. Number 2, learn what is posture and learn how to use it. So what that means is that a lot of times when we're talking to prospects or talking to our friends, they know us from the person they meet back when. You may have changed, you may have grown to be an even better person that you were back then. So streaming allows you to give that posture. So when you talk about, like Ron said, you're looking for if somebody's an engineer and you want to let them relate to the engineer as well. So for a Kumar stream or various other divers who have engineering background or IT background, or somebody's a banker, they can pull out several other people too. What it does is it allows you to use your uplines basically and let them, talk through their speeches to them. So another reason in your own time you can pretty much another reason is you can pause it, take notes, and apply what you learned. So you can, like I said, you can use it on your phone, laptop, anywhere to allow you to take notes down. So you may have heard something that that you were probably contemplating on. So, like for instance, contacting. They could have something that could help you contact even better. So you can easily pause it and write down what you heard, or play it back and write down to make sure that you take down what that person said and then apply it later on that day. So yeah. Next thing, help new team members listen and learn. So a lot of times when you have new team members come on, they're excited, but they may, as they're going through, they, trying to contact them and stuff like that. They may get hit with a lot of negativity. Even before then, they may get hit with a lot of negativity, or people say work, or they say joke, this or that, whatever. So stream is a good way to keep your team motivated and stay focused in the game, because pretty much they'll be able to listen to all the diamonds and emeralds who've been in the same position as them. So of course, they're gonna stay motivated. And like Ron said before, even BWW you can see the lifestyle videos, and it motivates them. Or streaming does the same thing, of course, but it's the audio version. So when you hear those diamonds speak about how they had no shows, or how they had people not show up, or people laugh in their face, or make fun of them or whatnot, or even say or even threaten them that they'll be fired if they join the business. It allows them to hear diamonds and emeralds testimony and show that, hey, they went through the same thing too. So if they're diamond, they went through the same thing. Why can't that new team member or you even do the same thing? Number 5, it helps people duplicate technique. And of course, like I said, get motivated and have an attitude to win. So a lot of times people, when people get into something new, they have so many ideas, or whatnot, or so many ways to do it. Well, the good thing about streaming is, like I said, is that you can easily listen to diamonds and emeralds techniques that they've used, and of course, they're already successful from using those techniques. So why not just use the same techniques to be successful as well? And of course, I said, like before, stay motivated and have the right attitude when you're going out there and contacting or talking to the team. Like I said before, stay focused. Helps you stay in the zone. Talked about that before, and of course, like Rod and Roger said, it helps you go core. It's part of the 9 core steps. 9 core steps equal platinum and beyond. So basically, having that habit of listening to a stream, even if you have to listen to a stream repeatedly, or if you listen to the same, if you listen to a stream or you have to stop and stop during the day or whatnot, whatever. It's just having that habit of listening to a stream every day helps keep the haters away, basically. Like I said, business streaming is a great tool. Definitely want to get on it. And so, as you can see in the next slide, this is a laptop view, so you can easily search for whatever person you want to listen to. So we listen to Vinny and Dan Papalato. You can type in that. Or if you want to look for a specific topic that you want to hear, contact them. Or like if there's some women, for a lot of women, for women leadership panels or diamond panels or whatever, you can search for that and it will pop up. Now, with streaming, if you subscribe to streaming, you get a free credit each month. So you can, and of course, for every week you get a free stream as well for that month as well. So out of the month, you get basically 4 streams and you get a free credit. So if you have some new team members on, they can easily share credit with them. Or if you want to buy extra stream, you can too. And as you see on the left side, you can they'll show you your credit balance and whatnot. So when you first open up the streaming app on your phone, Apple and Android, you'll be hit with a login, so you usually put your IBO number in and the password. So pretty much the same as that login credentials that you use to get on bww.com. It's the same as that thing that you use to get on BSM streaming. And then once your login is accepted, you'll be seeing on this screen where it shows your credits on the upper right hand corner and all the different streams in the catalog. So if you click that button on the left hand side, it will have different topics, different topics of streams that will have all the different topics, and then each topic will be each person's stream will be associated with a topic. And you can see, so if you want to look for motivation, you click on motivation, it will show all the streams correlated to motivation. When you select actually one of the streams in the catalog, it will be shown in the selection screen or the selection tab, as you can see on the left hand side, and then you just apply credit. So you can usually buy user credit to get another stream, and it will show up in your collection catalog. So as you can see on the right hand side. So So then once you click on the stream that you have in your collection, it will show who the person, like who the speaker is, what the topic is on that stream. Like for instance, Bill Hawkins got the message, shows the release date, how long it is, and a quick description of what stream is about. And then on the right hand side in settings, you can easily transfer credits, like I said before. If you have your team members, you transfer credit. And then for notifications, said you get notified of new stream through BNP or by email. And of course, each week though, as the week goes by, you can easily be notified, hey, a new stream came through, so you can easily go and look at what the new stream is. And of course, you can sort your list of your collection by date feature or by the SQL. So yes, that's pretty much it. So definitely get on streaming, and that's your host. That's okay.
Woo, 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 woo.
All right.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Great detail. Great detail.
Awesome. All right. So the next thing is the book of the month. Anybody here wants to cover book of the month? Okay. All right. Well, huh? Say it again. All right. So reading is very important. We won't spend a lot of time on this one because we go through at pace on it. Okay. So this is the only non-tech tool in terms of tech. That it's not going to be. It's a book. Okay. So it's not electronic. Okay. And so there are obvious reasons for why you should read. And I'm not going to regurgitate these. Obviously it's going to improve your vocabulary, your self-knowledge. It's going to go up. You're going to discover and learn how to discover yourself and create yourself. Actually, it actually has been shown scientifically to help you sleep and relax. When you read at night, what that does is that it seeps into your subconscious, which is the biggest part of your brain. So it also helps with focus and concentration. Obviously, the books we read are on people, are about people, because our business is about people, not products. Okay, and so it's good. The books we read, Think and Grow Rich, How to Win Friends and Influence People. So it's going to increase your personal skills by actually going out in the field and applying it. It also increases your imagination. When you have a goal and you write it down and you put a date to it and you feel it and you talk it and you speak it and you write it and you imagine it, imagine it, as like you're playing a movie of your life, and you have feelings behind it. Those goals are going to come into the scene. Okay, so the books help you to expand your imagination. It makes you more interesting, more magnetic, because people are like, man, that lady or that guy is intelligent. Every topic we were talking about, they knew something about it or had a command of the topic. Makes you smarter, more knowledgeable, broadens your horizon. It also reduces your stress, so read as often as you can. Definitely improves your memory, because as you read things over and over. See, this business is built on repetition, my friends. And it helps you to promote and to positively influence and help others. And that's what our business is about, right? Helping people. So, and it raises your self-image and your self-esteem and your self-worth. As a matter of fact, some of the books help to define what your self-image is and your self-esteem and your self-worth. Not many people know what the difference is between self-image and self-esteem. Okay. And of course, leaders are readers. Okay. So all of us want to be avid readers. If you go to Forbes magazine and the Success magazine, they always have these top CEOs and top entrepreneurs, and they always have a book list that they recommend everybody. You can go online and Google it. what's the Steve Jobs and what's the other one? The Microsoft guy.
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates. They always have, and Oprah Winfrey. You know, I mean, you don't need to be a rocket science to connect the dots. If the top successful people are always talking about which books they read, and they read 3, 4, 5, 6 books a month, you know, if the top people are doing that, like Bill Britt and all of our diamonds and all of that stuff, then it will behoove us to follow suit and to duplicate. You know, most people, 90% of the people, U.S. population, don't read a single book in a year. So if you want to separate yourself from the masses and get different things, you have to think. You have to think and do and act like they don't do. You're not better than them. It's just that your actions are different, so you're going to get different results. So that's why reading is paramount. You know, I mean, it's just part of our DNA, you know. And if anybody here is not on the book of the month and you want to get onto it, call 678-994 5362 and ask for Naja Prasad and ask her, how do I get on the book of the month? And she would tell you just got on it. Okay, so Sile, are you there? Do you want to go through the pricing? This was your section before.
Yeah, sure, we can do this.
I know you can do it.
Hey, hi guys, Celia Wilson, proudly sponsored by Kenneth Street and Andrea Gonzalez out of Hampton, Georgia, and then sponsored by Campton Nadia Prasad. Our Sapphire is going kind in a big way, you know. So yeah, we got a lot of great information. But there's a lot of background. Is it me or?
Yeah.
You're getting a lot of background too?
Yeah, it's coming from PDAT.
Oh, it's coming from PDAT. Okay then. Gotcha. Okay, so. Oh wow. Well, that works for sure. Got you. Yeah. So yeah, very excited to talk about the tech tools. We kind of went through a lot of the things that are very important to the growth of our business. We've always said that our leaders, our mentors have always told us that you know, if you have an online business, you need to make sure you have an online presence. And one of the best ways to do it is to make sure the Brit Worldwide team works extremely hard to get technology that is proprietary to us to suit all of our needs as much as possible with a very relatively low cost. So when people talk about tech tools in itself, when you look at the mentorship program and all that stuff, the tech tools are BMP, Bww TV, and IBO Webspace. And streaming and the other guys, streaming is usually just part of, you know, listening to CDs because that's the replacement there. But all of it is technology, right? So we don't want to split hairs on the matter. But just in case someone asks you specifically if you're on tech tools, they're just most likely they're asking you if you're on the tech bundle, right? Or any part thereof. That's what my experience has been. And you can see that there. So, you know, the Premier Tech Bundle, which allows you to get all of the ones that I just mentioned, which is IBO Web. Well, I'm just like Kenneth talking about IBO Webspace, right? BWW Webspace, Bww TV, and BMP, all for a fantastic price. Now, people can say, yo, why can't we just leverage other software out there like YouTube and other, you know, Facebook and stuff like that? What the Brit team have always done is that they wanted to make sure that we don't see a lot of advertisements or they don't have to sell our contact information prices. So always just know that's why you're even being charged for, or why we had to go out there and create our own new technology. Okay, so just know that. I know a lot of people look at it and they be like, oh my gosh, you know, but it's the Brit team is very smart and they don't want to have to sell anything to get quality stuff. So the Premier Tech bundle has all of the above in a fantastic rate. You can buy it monthly, or you can buy it quarterly, or you can buy it annually, where you get all of it, for a fantastic price. And you save a heck of a lot if you buy it annually. But sometimes not all of us has you know, you know, that kind of income just yet from the business. So it's tough for us to do that, and that's okay. Feel free to allocate monthly income, monthly budget, or income from the business. Seller, what's that thing called? Oh my gosh, what's his name? Double X or the Perfect Pack or something like that, and you get enough retail sales or profit from that, and together with your PV check for help to subsidize the cost of your tech tool for that month. So you can even make it as a your goal for that month, so that the business pays for itself in that way. So the monthly for the Premier Tech Tool bundle is $39.95. That's actually the one that I'm on. I'll be honest with you guys, and it just renews every month. They take it out every month, and this is also a tax write-off to some extent, or it is, because it's a tool for your business. So make sure that you keep your receipts available, so that you can go ahead and work that out with your tax accountant. Or you can just decide, hey, I just want to just pick two. So you can get the combo plan, where you can get just well, it's IB Web Space, but it's BWW Web Space or BWW TV together for a great price. Or you can just pick and choose which one. You can do them a la carte, which is just one at a time. And sometimes you just gotta start there. Okay, no judgment from anybody in the leadership to anybody who's choosing wherever they can. All right, just do what you can and expand and grow. I know when I got started, I wasn't able right away to jump on board every single thing. But after I worked closely with Kenneth, Campton, Nadia, and Andrea, I was able to, budget my money and my time better, so that I was able to afford the Premier Tech bundle. So just do what you can, and then work with your upline so that you guys have scheduled tasks or scheduled events in your business, your personal business, every month to help you afford the important components of your business. And when you're subscribing to it, you can just go to bww.com, go under my account, and click any of these things to go ahead and add it and to get to this point on the page. Now, the good news is the first month of the Premier Tech bundle is free. So if you just want to try it out and see what the all hullabaloo it is, which you would absolutely love, go right ahead and try it out. Okay, and see how it goes. Now, the other thing too, this is the BSM streaming. Jonathan did a fantastic job talking about why we should get this, and the pros and cons, not necessarily pros and cons also, but also to how we actually get the material for it. Now, you can actually just buy, just as he was talking about, you can just buy one stream at a time. But what we have noticed is that you actually get you get better bang for your buck if you go on to the subscription package, which is what Jonathan was talking about, where if you subscribe with every 4 streams, and what we get is get a stream a week. With every 4 that you get a free credit that you can apply however you like. And Jonathan did a great job of talking about you can give it to a team member, or you can use it for yourself. Now the good news is there is another subscription that you can jump on, and I always recommend for those who are moving up in leadership, those who are hungry to get more, and the one stream a day, one stream a week is not enough for you. You can go ahead and jump onto the leadership subscription as well. So that gives you another stream per week, right? So you end up getting 2 streams every Monday. You get one that everybody else in the Brit Worldwide team that is on streaming gets, and also you get another one that your upline, Kanti Gala most likely, would have subscribed for his team, somebody that a leadership CD or stream for his group, and I know it's fantastic, guys. One of the ones that recently came out on the leadership subscription was Basic Truths by Bill Britt. Fantastic, heart-wrenched talk by Bill Britt, where he talks about why people don't succeed and the root cause of it. So if you are ready to take it to the next step, go right ahead and jump onto that. Okay, so definitely there is every single business there are tools, and all tools there is a cost associated with it, and these are just investments, really and truly, right? So this is on average. I don't see most books coming over $16 a month. So budget about tops $20. I think the current book of the month book that's coming out this time, it's about $16 and change, or $17 and change, or something like that. So just budget about $20 dollars a month for the book of the month, and your BSM, it's about $34.50, I think. So just organize it, work with your upline, budget the time as you see fit, budget the money, sorry, and of course the Premier tool package. And what we can do is when we sit down with you, we will figure out, okay, what items should we move this month so that the business can pay for itself. All right, and to create recurring customers. That kind of goes exactly into affordability right there. Get paid for what you do. That's one of the basic features of or the basic concepts or main dogmas of the business is get paid to put on deodorant, man. Right? Get paid to take your vitamins. Get a check every month for simply just buying from yourself. So convert your entire home and your products, your home and entire home into an Amway Amway product. Don't buy anything outside of it. And Carol brought to our attention at Winter Conference that even your toilet paper now you can get through Office Depot and other partner stores, So go right ahead, get paid for that stuff, right? And that creates your PV check. Get a healthy PV check going. Oh, you could, thanks, right? And then go right ahead and do the 10 repeat customers, right? And Kenneth has broke down a fantastic way on how you can do that. And feel free to keep working hard at it. Don't give up. Do not feel frustrated. Just little drip by drip fills the bucket, okay? This is a marathon, not a sprint. I'm going to go to the next slide. All right, and I think that's about it for me here. Thanks.
Woo, 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 woo. Yeah.
Okay, that was
Super
Thanks.
awesome.
Thank you.
So real quick as we wrap up, any questions, any discussion points?
Yeah. What's the book of the month for this month? What's the name of the
Iron Man.
Yeah.
Iron Man Silk and Heart. The Bill Britt biography by Shivran Kumar, Founders Diamond Shivran Kumar, which he put his picture with Bill Britt on the cover, by the way.
Can you text that to me? Sorry.
Yeah, I'll text you it.
Okay.
Any other questions, comments? Okay, so we plan to update this that was revision 1. We want to update it with more notes. Our goal is to have everybody here who didn't present. So in other words, we don't want Jonathan, definitely not Kenneth, and Rod, and definitely not Silly, and definitely not Roderick. We don't want anybody who's presented to present again. So the next time, Tobias and Lou and Virginia and whoever else, you guys, it's your time to present it, okay?
Question.
And Carol. Yeah, go ahead.
Please, I just want to know, this is a live. Is it on YouTube? As like the way we did for Pace? Is it like
Yeah, Rod got us to do it live, so I think we got like 80% of it.
okay.
Every 2 months, or as needed, we will present this again as new IPOs come in. We want them to get oriented. It's not the only way to learn about it, because at conference and seminars we talk about it. This is just an interim introduction to the Bww technical tools. So it's just a PDAT thing. And sometimes. Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, no, go ahead. I'm sorry. I thought you were done.
Yeah. So and again, like we were talking at Winter Conference, start with the solution. I'm gonna get on all the tech tools. I'm gonna get on streaming and book of the month. Okay, so book of the month and streaming. And they're not really the tech tool. The tech tools are the BMP and the BWW and the web space. Okay, but we just bundle that with the other tools. So you have 5 tools. Okay, book of the month, streaming, BMP, BSM, and IBO BWW web space. Okay, and so start with the solution, and the solution is I'm going to get on all of them. Now let me figure out how I'm going to do it. Okay, so make the decision and then get with your upline to knock down all of the obstacles. Okay, if you start with, well, I can't afford it, I can't afford it, and I'm going to delay it, then that's as you speak it, so it shall be. But say I'm going to get on it this month, let me get with my upline and see how I'm going to do it. And yes, it might take a month or two, but just be determined, because it's part of your partnership, right? If you're going to partnership with somebody who brought you into the business, your part of the deal is to go core and stay core. And so and so you want to do that. Now, don't get it wrong. I'm not saying go ahead and do it and you can't, and you eat crackers and water for dinner. That's not what we're saying. We're saying no.
I was about to do that.
No. I want to be crystal clear now. I want to be crystal clear. Start with the solution. I'm getting on the premium package and the book of the month and streaming this month. Okay, that's my decision. Now, how am I going to get there? Let me get with my upline, or the person that I'm working with, and decide and come up with a game plan. It might be a 1 month game plan. It might be a 2 month game plan, and you execute, because you're in a business, and the person who owns the tools owns the business. Everybody good? And any other comments? Silly, Roderick, Lou, Tobias, anybody? Virginia, anybody?
I forgot to mention in my presentation that when you get more streams per week, it again, as fast as you get to 4 streams is as fast as you get those free credits. So like God has blessed me to be able to be on the leadership stream and the regular one. So every 2 weeks I get 2 brand new credits, for free. So those who really like free credits, I know the guy who really likes free credits. Well, the girl who likes free credits is still on, but the guy for sure, we don't like free credits.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Right on. But it's a really great way, and I love it. It's like you're getting nice, like free food, and then you can pick one for yourself and then give one to your team if you so desire. Right? It's a really good process. I love the Brit team for that. They're very fair, very, very fair. So you can't help but trust them and trust the decisions that they make for us to help us out. So
yeah, that's what I want to say. And there's also the woman. There's also the woman series.
Yes, that's also great. Yes, thank you, Kenneth.
And the reason why they have the woman series is because traditionally the woman is the head of the household, and so she's going to have different roles, and so they talk from a traditional point of view, how to support your husband who's out there, and it's typical it's the woman who's at home. That's not always the case. Okay, it can be reversed or in a different format, but that's basically they talk about those roles, so it's very good. I would recommend it, because even if you are not in that role, you're gonna have IBOs who are in that role, so it's good to have the entire spectrum. Tobias, are you okay?
Yes, sir. I'm good.
Okay, was it useful?
Oh yes, very
Okay.
useful.
Tobias is one of those guys. Hey, this is what I need. This is what I'm gonna do, and he's getting on all of them. Yeah.
Whoop whoop.
So, Lou, are you good?
Congratulations, Emma.
Yep, yep. Yep. Yep, yep.
You know, and Lou herself is getting on all of it. As a matter of fact, everybody online here is getting on it, you know. And remember our goal is to get Campton Najo to Emerald Ship this year. That's our goal. That's our business goal. And like Campton would explain to you, like Campton will explain to you, that means for that to happen, it means all of us succeed too. You know? So that's our unifying goal. I know everybody has the individual goals, but that's our group goal, you know. And anything else? Anyone
Yes, quick thing. The presentation, those slides, is it going to be on the PDF files or how's it?
yeah, I emailed those out to Sile, did you get them? Or Rod, did you get them?
Yeah, we got them.
Yeah, you guys just send it out. Send it out to
Okay.
you see, I was reluctant to send it out because I was gonna update it with some of the notes that everybody else had put in it the first time. So I wanted to do the reversion too. So Virginia, do you mind if we update it and put more content in there and then send it out?
Oh yes, sir. Not a problem.
Okay. So that's what we'll do. So if everybody could just hold tight while I get revision two in, it has Sile's comments because I came up with the slides originally, but then Beatty and Rod and Roderick and Jonathan and Sile, when they saw the presentation, they're like, wait a minute, we need to put this in there too, you know, when they were presenting. So I was taking notes. So I want to add those notes to this original presentation, so you guys have even more information. Because Virginia, you're bringing up a good point. You don't have to wait. You don't have to wait until we do this. You could show this one-on-one with somebody who's just getting started, you know, and actually show them actual examples, you know.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Open meeting tomorrow, and
Awesome.
have a good night.
You
All right.
too.
Good night.
Bye, everyone.
Good
All right.
night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a great night. Bless up.
Bless up.